The rainforest habitat that we have here is globally unique. Rainforest has such a globally rare kind of complexity to it that, that's something that I think we really value and champion.
This is one of Scotland's rarest habitats. Located in the Loch Lomond and Trossachs National Park, this is a remnant of our ancient old-growth forest, the Caledonian pinewoods. Once part of an extensive forest that covered much of the Scottish Highlands, the pinewoods are now fragmented into 84 individual remnants. But what makes this pinewood in particular so rare, however, is down to its location. Here on the west coast of Scotland, this pinewood is actually located in Scotland's hyper-oceanic zone, an area with high levels of rainfall and relatively mild temperatures year-round. These conditions mean that it's also part of the Scottish rainforest. Arriving here after the miles-thick glaciers that carved out the hills and glens of Loch Lomond retreated, these temperate rainforest pinewoods have persisted for thousands of years despite logging, burning and a changing climate. These pressures have taken their toll on this special habitat, however, with 34% of Caledonian pinewoods in the southwest Highlands of Scotland being critically threatened. It's only in the last 70 odd years that we've came to recognise the importance of these ancient habitats, and now efforts to protect and expand them are really ramping up. So I travelled to Loch Lomond to hear more from the National Park about how they're going to protect and enhance these special habitats.
So we've got the two most southerly remnants of Caledonian pine forest in the national park. Not only that, they happen to be in the rainforest zone, so they're incredibly special. The pinewoods we have here in the rainforest zone are ecologically distinct from the kind of pine forests you get in the east. It's much drier over there, so the pinewoods they have grow faster, not fast, but they grow faster than the pinewoods that we've got here. Here we've got quite we can see kind of smaller, more kind of gnarly, interesting, magical, I like to think, pinewoods. So they're quite different from the pinewoods we get elsewhere.
This is Natalie Cozzolino, the project advisor for Loch Lomond's Rainforest, a new initiative established to restore the rainforest here.
Loch Lomond Rainforest is an initiative that we are hoping people can get behind to work together to deliver a more kind of holistic landscape scale approach to management and to land management. It's focusing on delivering rainforest restoration around the shores of Loch Lomond up to Tyndrum and then down to Balloch. We received some funding from Scottish Government's Nature Restoration Fund earlier this year. That was via Nature Scot, and that was about £90,000, and we used that funding to undertake rainforest habitat surveys this summer across a whole selection of sites within this kind of rainforest initiative area. We'll be getting the results of that back really soon, and the ecologists that are working on that piece of work will be producing habitat management plans. So then we'll be working with land managers to see what we can do to restore rainforest across that initiative area. Natural regeneration for Scotland's rainforest, I would say, is crucial. Natural regeneration is what brings structural diversity to the rainforest. It means that we can have continuity of woodland cover. So those are the two main things that I would say are really important, and those are the two things that we can't really get from just tree planting alone. You need to have that natural regeneration, because that's through natural regeneration is how we get these kind of niche habitats and how we get complexity in habitats, and that is what's really vital for the rainforest. I would say the two main pressures that we have in the national park on natural regeneration of all of our woodlands, including rainforest and pine woodland, would be rhododendron and herbivore pressure. So with rhododendron, we get these, you know, huge big bushes of plant that block out light and mean that nothing else underneath it can really grow, so natural regeneration can't occur. And then in terms of herbivore pressure, you know, if the pressure is too high, which it is in some places, you don't get baby trees coming through, they just get nibbled straight away. So you're preventing that kind of natural progression of woodland. And in some places, herbivore pressure is too low actually, and you know, we need more and more diverse herbivore pressure. So on balance, I think those are the two main issues that we are trying to work with in this particular project. And I think the way that this project or this initiative will help is through starting those conversations or continuing those conversations, because you know, a lot of great work has already been done in those kind of conversations around rhododendron and herbivore pressure. But I think partnership working is something that this project will bring. It will also bring funding opportunities, hopefully, which will mean that we can, you know, start to meaningfully tackle some of these issues. And then on the ground restoration by literally removing rhododendron from sites. But also that systemic change, that's something that we would like this rainforest project to influence. So the 2 remnant pine woods that we have here are remnants of a once much more widely spread across the whole country Caledonian pine forest, which arrived roughly 9,000 to 10,000 years ago after glacial retreat. And what's interesting about these 2 remnants is that evidence shows that actually they came more recently than 9,000 years ago. So actually when the rest of the pine woods were starting to retreat, these appeared about 5,000 to 6,000 years ago. So, you know, they could be really important. I mean, they are really important for biodiversity, climate change mitigation and everything, but you know, they could be important for helping us to understand how habitats respond to a changing climate and what retreats and what expands. You know, clues could be here.